Stewart McDonald.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. It was Lord Palmerston who said that the Schleswig-Holstein question was only ever understood by three people. One of them had gone mad, one of them had died, and the third person had forgotten what it was all about. Here, however, we consider a set of political, constitutional, legal and moral issues which hopefully are of far less complexity than that diplomatic incident all those years ago. And they are complex. Unquestionably, they are complex. To many outside of this chamber, probably to some inside of it, it's a straight up and down yes or no, for example, on New Clause 1, on the issue of same-sex marriage. But we are legislators, so we must take into consideration all of the constitutional and political, perhaps economic, or whatever it might be. We have to take in all of those complex parts of the kaleidoscope before coming to an informed decision. Now, of course, the West Lothian question, which presents itself perhaps in some guise for the Scottish National Party in this affair, in this debate this afternoon, needs to be answered and needs to be explained. And it's entirely correct that members, particularly those who represent constituencies in Northern Ireland, would expect an explanation for that from us. And that is this. There has been a historic self-denying ordinance on the Scottish National Party not to participate in matters such as this, which are out with the scope of the devolved settlement in Scotland. But we made clear 4 years ago, not long after the larger arrival of my colleagues, that there are times where we may make a decision to do so. We said in the election campaign in 2015, the election campaign in 2017, that where we deemed it to be appropriate, we would do so. And I believe this is one of such occasion, because there is an actual fact. We talk a lot in this place at the minute, Madam Deputy Speaker, about hard borders. There is a hard border on civil rights and equal rights for LGBT people down the Irish Sea right now. Indeed, it's notable that Scotland is the only part of the United Kingdom where a same-sex union in Northern Ireland can be converted into a full marriage. And I would beseech the government actually to amend its legislation to allow for that to happen in England and in Wales as well. But I do say to members of the Democratic Unionist Party, and I will single out, I hope he's just taking his seat, the honourable gentleman for East Antrim, who was foaming at the mouth, frothing at the mouth earlier when members who have genuinely held positions, doubtless he does as well, in relation to this problem. We have a unique set of circumstances. I don't like this place interfering in devolved administrations and institutions, perhaps any more than he does. But there is no point in the Scottish National Party trying to out Sinn Féin on these matters when they themselves have said that it would be entirely appropriate. I take no pleasure and no joy in having to do this. I wish it could be settled in the Northern Ireland Assembly. They are right to say that it's the proper place for that decision to be taken. But we are where we are. And I couldn't go back to my constituency. I couldn't look another person from Northern Ireland who wants to see this change in the eye ever again if I was to abstain or not seek to advance the cause of equality, an equality that I myself can enjoy, every member of this House here can enjoy, that they themselves cannot. So I won't have any accusations of not being consistent. When the Democratic Unionist Party were blocking equal marriage, I was consistently arguing for it. During the gruesome history of the Democratic Unionist parties, yes, they might laugh, Madam Deputy Speaker, but during their gruesome history of anti-LGBT campaigning, and no, I won't calm down, I've been consistent in standing up for equal rights, as have many of the other members who have spoken and who are here today. This is not simple. This is not black and white. But we do face an unprecedented political set of circumstances in Northern Ireland. I don't enjoy them any more than anybody else does, but I think voting for the Scottish National Party. To take part in this is entirely right, it's entirely consistent, and I look forward to voting for the new Clause 1 when the division is called.